This week, we come to one of the most dramatic and climactic moments in the entire Bible when we, as part of the Joseph story, read the section from Parashat Vayigash where Joseph reveals himself to his brothers. Joseph, you recall, had been appointed Viceroy of Egypt, and his brothers stood before him and they did not recognize him. But Joseph comes off of his regal chair, he approaches his brothers and he says, Ani Yosef Achichem, I am Joseph, your brother. Those words would be echoed many centuries later, not in Egypt, but in the Vatican. In 1960, 60 years ago, in October, Pope John the 23rd invited 130 representatives from the American Jewish community, from the United Jewish Appeal, to come to the Vatican and to meet with him. And in that historic audience with the Pope, those Jews in attendance saw Pope John the 23rd come off of his papal throne and approach the Jews and say to them in a spirit of healing and reconciliation, I am Joseph, your brother. Now you have to remember that Pope John the 23rd, before he took the papal name John, was Angelo Giuseppe Roncalli. Giuseppe, his middle name, Italian for Joseph. So he was really also punning on his own name when he offered that sincere expression of brotherhood to the Jews who were seated before him. We have seen since that time an amazing progression in Jewish Catholic relations. Every subsequent pope has been a good friend to the Jewish people. The reforms enacted through Vatican II, a process initiated by Pope John the 23rd, helped very much to bring our two faith traditions closer together. One other amazing incident that took place during the papacy of John the 23rd in March of 1962, the Pope was passing by the Great Synagogue in Rome one Shabbat morning when services had just concluded, and a whole throng of Jews were assembled, having exited the synagogue at that time. And Pope John the 23rd ordered his motorcade to stop. He got out of his car and he blessed the Jews who were coming out of services. And all of them were bewildered. They couldn't understand what was happening. What was the Pope doing? And then when they realized that he was offering this blessing to them, that gesture was so appreciated and they broke out in spontaneous applause. There is a lot to lament today in terms of anti-Semitism in the world. But at this time of year, when Catholics and Christians of other denominations celebrate their holiday that is full of light, at the same time when we just finished our holiday of light, we can rejoice in the fact that there are many Catholics and Christians, Protestants, evangelical Christians who have great respect for the Jewish people and a great love for the Jewish people. The evangelical community has shown amazing support for the state of Israel. So we are grateful for all that has been positive in this reconciliation between brothers. And we can turn to our neighbors, our Christian neighbors at this time of year, and wish them well and bless them as they bless us, and proclaim, as was proclaimed by the Viceroy of Egypt and then later in the Vatican, we are brothers, and how good and pleasant it is when brothers and sisters can dwell together in peace. Shabbat Shalom.